Damn you, 3 times in 5 years! But it still hurt, like a phantom pain from an amputated limb, she sometimes thought. A year of magic, the princess and her incredibly handsome prince, playing, making love, seeing the world like 2 wide-eyed children with fairy dust in their eyes. Then, her pregnancy. He had walked out when she was just under 5 months pregnant, and he had not returned until Jason was 6 months old. She had met his return with divorce papers. He was still the incredibly handsome prince, with curly dark hair, eyes so dark blue they appeared black until the light lit his face in a particular way and they gleamed with an electric blue light. Muscular and lean, athletic, with the perfect features of a male model, he had won his princess without a struggle. But while he still lived in fairyland, she had put illusions behind her and regarded him now with loathing. You can sell your share tomorrow, easily $1 million. Hold it for 6 months, and that figure rises astronomically. 2 million, 3, God knows how high it'll go. He was whispering again. I have his keys to the office files and to his home files. Mom will stay at the hospital for now, but if she finds out that I lifted his keys, she'll head for wherever that document is, the office or the condo. And we have to get that paper before she gets to it. She knows where it is, and she'll get it, believe me. You can take the condo, and I'll hit the office files. We'll find it first. She knew he was right about his mother. Sarah Kurtz felt about Elizabeth the same way Elizabeth felt about Terry. She shook her head. I can't get inside the condo or the office, so forget it. Go search by yourself. I'll take you to the condo. I can get in, and I can take you in with me and leave you there while I go over to the corporate office. But goddammit, we have to do it now, before she realizes I took the keys. In a cab minutes later, sitting as far from him as the seat allowed, Elizabeth asked, What sale are you talking about? I don't know, he said almost sullenly. They don't tell me anything. I just know it's in the works, a Swiss conglomerate. They're doing the preliminary investigation, whatever that means. She did know they told him nothing about the business. The Playboy son had never wanted a thing to do with the business of prosthetics that had made his family wealthy. Then his hasty marriage to a half-breed Spanish dancer was how Sarah Kurtz had put it when she found out. He had deserted Elizabeth, but Sarah had her own spin on that as well. Elizabeth had snared him, enticed a rich, innocent American boy, got herself pregnant, and kicked him out to bring in her real lover, another woman. Elizabeth's lawyer, a savvy, hard-faced woman, had hired a detective to track Terry down on the Riviera, then photograph him frolicking on a nude beach with a movie starlet. The divorce had been a piece of cake, she had told Elizabeth. There was a very good settlement, and Sarah Kurtz would never forgive Elizabeth for threatening to besmirch the family's spotless reputation. Attorneys had handled the whole affair, and as far as Elizabeth knew, not a word had ever been printed about the matter. In the cab, Elizabeth, gazing out the side window, seeing little of the passing scene, knew she was going along with this as much to strike back at Sarah as for the money itself. Not for how they had treated her, but for the way they treated Jason. No one in the family had ever seen Jason except Terry, who had visited his son twice after the divorce and wouldn't recognize him unless he was wearing a name tag. Elizabeth had been in the condo several times before. The last visit had been for dinner when she had told the family that she was pregnant. Joe Kurtz had been delighted. She remembered that scene as she looked about the luxurious suite, decorator perfect and lifeless, like an illustration from a glitzy magazine. Now he'll settle down, Joe had said that day. You've turned our boy into a man, a family man, by God. Fat chance, she said under her breath, following Terry to Joe's home office. There was a kidney-shaped desk with a black mirror-smooth surface, 2 file cabinets, black leather-covered chairs, and a tub with a palm tree. She left her briefcase by the door and took off her sweater. Here's the key, Terry said, handing it to her.